Imagine standing in the middle of a storm, not the kind with rain and thunder, but the storm inside your mind. For Jake, a combat veteran, this wasn't just a feeling, it was his reality every single day after coming home. Every night, flashbacks hit like lightning and silence felt heavier than any battlefield noise. The isolation was suffocating. His brothers and sisters in arms were scattered, many lost in the same storm, but no one knew how to reach out. Jake realized the biggest battle wasn't overseas, it was inside, fought in the quiet moments when no one was watching. But instead of letting that storm drown him, Jake chose to build a lighthouse. He started by sharing his story, not in grand speeches, but in small, honest conversations with fellow veterans. He noticed a pattern. Many felt invisible, burdened by memories and misunderstood by the world outside. Jake's breakthrough came when he began creating a space where vulnerability wasn't a weakness, but a bridge. A community where sharing fears was the first step to healing. One of the biggest obstacles, the stigma around mental health in the military culture. Asking for help was often seen as a sign of failure. Jake tackled this head-on by turning storytelling into a tool for connection. He organized weekly meetups, sometimes in a quiet park, other times around a campfire, where veterans could speak freely without judgment. These gatherings became a lifeline, transforming overwhelming silence into a chorus of shared strength. Jake also introduced a unique approach, pairing veterans with creative outlets tailored to their interests: painting, writing, music, even woodworking. He believed that crafting something tangible helped transform intangible pain into a source of pride and accomplishment. Watching a former sniper create a beautiful wooden sculpture or a medic compose a song about hope was proof that healing isn't linear, but deeply personal. The impact was profound. Veterans who once struggled to get out of bed found purpose in these creative circles. Relationships formed organically, built on trust and understanding, forged through shared experiences. Jake's initiative didn't just reduce feelings of isolation, it ignited a spark of resilience and renewed identity. What can you take from Jake's journey? First, recognize that your challenges don't have to be faced alone. Seek out or build your own community where honesty is welcomed. Second, find a way to express what you're feeling, whether through words, art, movement, or any form that resonates with you. This transforms pain into empowerment. Finally, remember that healing is not a destination, but a process of small steps. Just as Jake turned his darkest battles into beacons of hope for others, you too can create light from your struggles. Your story, your voice, can be the lighthouse someone else needs in their storm. But Jake's story doesn't end there. As his community grew, so did the range of support and resources available. He collaborated with mental health professionals who volunteered their time to provide workshops on coping strategies, mindfulness, and resilience building. These sessions offered veterans practical tools alongside the emotional support they found in each other. Jake realized that healing requires more than just conversation and creativity. It demands education and empowerment. He worked tirelessly to break down the walls of silence and shame that had kept so many suffering in solitude. Through his efforts, veterans began to see that seeking help was not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage and strength. The community also expanded its reach beyond just veterans. Families of those who served were welcomed to participate, understanding that healing involves everyone impacted by the storm. Support groups for spouses, children, and friends were established, creating a holistic network of care that recognized the interconnectedness of trauma and recovery. Jake's lighthouse became a symbol not only of hope, but of transformation. It stood as a testament to the power of human connection and the resilience of the human spirit. Each story shared, each artwork created, and each song sung added another brick to the foundation of this beacon. He also began advocating at local and national levels for better mental health services for veterans. By sharing the stories of those in his community, Jake brought attention to the gaps in support systems and inspired policy changes aimed at increasing accessibility and reducing stigma. Through his advocacy, Jake met others who had built similar communities in different regions. Together, they formed a network of support groups and creative outlets, sharing resources and ideas to expand their impact. This network became a movement, encouraging veterans everywhere to find their own lighthouses. Jake's journey teaches us about the importance of perseverance. Healing doesn't happen overnight, and setbacks are part of the process. Some days, the storm inside feels overwhelming, but with a supportive community and meaningful outlets, those days become fewer and more manageable. He learned to celebrate small victories, getting through a day without overwhelming fear, opening up to a new friend, finishing a painting or a song. These moments build momentum, turning despair into hope. Jake's message is clear. No matter how dark the storm, there is a way forward. You don't have to face your struggles alone. Reach out, share your story, create, connect. These actions light the way, transforming personal battles into collective strength. In the end, Jake's Lighthouse isn't just a metaphor. It's a living, breathing community that continues to grow and evolve. It reminds us all that even in the darkest storms, a single light can guide us home, and that each of us holds the power to be that light for someone else.